in places like my foster situation was very supportive of theater, and they were like, yay, be an artist. In grade 2, I had this experience where I did a Saturday morning movement class. We did this improvisation where the chicken had to hatch out of the egg, and I remember coming out of the egg going, like it was just this moment of revelation going, I love this. I ran into a very interesting experience when I first arrived in Toronto. I was 18, I was studying a lot of theater, a lot of physical theater, a lot of mime, that sort of stuff, and definitely wanted to get into film and television. But at that time, if you were brown or ethnic of any kind, it was very, very challenging, very difficult. For instance, when I finally got my first agent, I didn't have a file of my own. I was put into a file with a bunch of other actors, and it was called the ethnic file. We've done such great work in terms of really trying to turn that around and bring awareness to that issue. The other challenge, I think, in terms of being a culturally diverse actor is to figure out when to speak up about your culture and when not to. A lot of us on set felt that we had to find a way to find our voice within the context of the making of the film, yet not create a blacklist kind of situation. I would say that the most important thing is, in order to survive in the industry, is to diversify. So be good on stage, be good on screen, learn how to be an administrator. It's a business. I also did a lot of television puppetry, and I was also very fortunate to be trained by Mr. Henson and his group. And so when a film came to Toronto called Follow That Bird, which was a Warner Brothers film, I was able to get enough work on that film to get my ACTRA card in one fell swoop. So it was a really awesome experience after having eaten a lot of really bad sandwiches as a background performer for way too long. There was a very powerful film called, I think it was called Boys of St. Vincent. Obviously affected me quite deeply. My father went through a residential school experience and really couldn't talk about it. And I think that there was, when I saw that film, I remember for like 2 or 3 days, I was like, strong and powerful stories that are part of our generational memory are the things that I think I'm most affected by. I used to be superstitious, and I'm not anymore. I understand more my responsibility now to shaping my life the way that I would like it to be, and there's no room for superstition in that belief system. I'm incredibly inspired by watching my daughter and her schoolmate. Belief that they have in opportunities to create and to and be inspired by things is so infectious, and I'm reminded that it's important to never lose that. Believe that you're worthy. I wish I believed that in myself earlier. I think if I were able to have a superpower of any kind, it would be to have the power to make people feel first of all, and feel joy. That's the best way to go.